Welcome to another live stream. Thank you for joining me. Let's get started. I don't like the scale of C because I always compose and play in C because it's the easiest scale, right? No sharps or flats for the piano. Maybe we won't do too much. Maybe we'll start with D. Okay, so we're just going to see going through some chords and maybe a little melody that we can turn into a theme. That's what I'm thinking. So let's break it up into, like we said, like a slightly wider chord. You know what? That's good. Let's try with that. Let's do that. Okay, that's good enough. Now, it's also a million like pop songs. I don't know if you recognize any of them. I wish I wanna marry you, right? Something like that. But that's what's beautiful about composing with the orchestra is that it doesn't matter how simple it is, you can take a very, very simple idea, probably one of the simplest chord progressions. So let's just go over what we're doing here. We have the first, we're playing in D major, okay, to the second minor, very common, to the fourth, the G, and to the fifth. Literally like the four most common chords, okay? And I'm purposefully doing that, not just because it's easy, but sorry, but because I want to show what we can do with the orchestra. This is a lot going on here because we have the melody and we have the chords, okay? We're going to leave the theme for now, and what we're going to do is we're just going to build up on the chords first, okay? So we're going to take this spiccato, which is what we had last time. We're just going to take the long. Maybe we'll take it down a little bit, add a little bit of reverb. I hope that's not too loud for you, but I think that's okay. We can start with something very, very basic, just walking up the chords in octaves. Want to make me feel this way, my girl, my girl, my girl. But instead of that, we are going to start with something a little bit interesting because we've already jumped into something very simple. So let's add some complexity. Instead of playing the octaves, let's even do, just the first and the third. So with the low one, we're going to have the D, and in the top, we're going to have the F sharp. And you can hear it already adds a little bit of texture. Right? And I think that's already enough, right? It's already sort of, pretty and more than just doing the chords. Which, I don't know if for you, but for me it always reminds me of My Girl, right? That song? Okay, so we're going to start with this. Okay, and I ended there. It's a bit natural if we've got this C sharp from the A, instead of going down to F, back down to F, right? We can add that D. So we have something to start with. Fantastic. Let's add the bass. Normally, we would just double down on that D, right? But what if, for now, I'm going to mute the piano so that we don't hear the melody, we don't even have the chords, and we're just going to work with this because we know what our progression is. What if instead of doubling the D, which sounds like this, wait a minute, because that's going to drive me crazy, and you can't hear the cello. Right, very simple, very common. Okay, what if instead of that we doubled the third, the F, the third note for the chords, okay? So that would sound like this. And now it's a bit, hang on, that sounds good, but it's just a bit too loud. Oh my gosh, for what we need. Take it down a notch. because otherwise it'll be overpowering for that D. We do want to have that D as the chord still, okay? So okay, and what I did there with the last note was again got back down to the F sharp to try and make it more interesting, try not to double everything a little too much, you know what I mean? I think that sounds good. Let's see how it is recorded, and we're going to work from there. We have a long way to go, so let's see how it sounds. I'm going to give it a little bit of that backing so I just have a little bit of time to prepare. Okay, I like that. I think that adds a little bit of texture, a little bit of color to it, rather than just having the double, you know, octaves of the root note. Okay, so whenever we can sort of change things up a little bit. Still very, very simple harmonics. Okay, nothing crazy here, right? We're not doing anything too much. Okay, I like this so far. And so, what do we got here? The violins, I believe. Yeah, we're too low. I can't tell you how many times I've been on the wrong octave and just hours of Ardour. What's going on? Why is it not connected? Why is this? And it's just the octave range is out of what the violin has. Okay, so we're going to have some strings, and maybe here we're starting to get a lot of those long drawn out notes. So maybe here we could have some pizzicato. Something like that, to lighten it up a little bit, to give a little bit of rhythm here, because the bass and the cello together are going to be very full and very long. I think I like the way that it sounds. We could do like arpeggios. Maybe we do something a little interesting. What was it? Yeah, I like that. So it's like arpeggios, not arpeggios, sorry, break it up, and then the chord, and then the second, like a climb down, which is a very common thing. So I like that. It sounds a little bit poppy, maybe a bit too sort of popcorny. But it's very light, and I want to give something that's very light here so that we don't overdo it, okay? So, let's see how that sounds. Let's see if I remember it now, okay? We'll give it a go, hope for the best, and wish me luck. Oh, that was a mistake. I shouldn't do this, especially not live streaming. I always love to sort of change it as I'm recording the actual thing. That's just too much. What if we just take all of this away? Maybe we'll do something else. Just end on that. Now, here we had a mistake, didn't we, on the E? This is F sharp, right? Is that right? Yeah. Okay, now if you noticed, I don't know if you did, the violin here was very quiet. Why is it so quiet? Because it's pizzicato, and okay, that might be too much. We'll see how it is. It's hard because in the headphones, maybe I've got my headphones too loud. Yeah, that's too much. You know what? I'm just going to continue with this. Let's see. I think that's okay. That is, as they say, good enough. Okay, I like that. I think it's okay. I think we've got something here that we can work with. What do you think? Yeah, that's fine. So now we have a certain starting point here. We have like, what is this, 8 bars, more or less? My debate now is whether to add some more instruments to that part. Why we got the trombone immediately? What is it? Bass. Yeah, the bass. The tenor trombone, sorry. I don't think we're going to use a trombone here. It's definitely not the time yet. You know what? We're going to leave this for now. We're going to start to do another part. Okay. Maybe we'll transition here to some new chords. And maybe afterwards, on top of this, we can do another melody. This is so many tunes. You see, these are so usual chords. Okay, so... these are the second violins, I believe. So I think I'd like to change it now, so... And then we really want to land on that chord again. But what if here, because we have such a common theme, we subvert expectations a little bit? We can see the notes that we have to play with. And we see that we kept coming back to F. So what if we start with the F sharp minor, which, as you can see, has the notes of D, right, the scale. And also, you know, it sort of leads in from the A that we had. It goes from E, A, with the E here on top. Okay, we can already go lean in very easily to that F. So I think that could work. That could definitely work. Let's bring it in with the violins first, and then we'll add the bass and the cello to sort of make it all, hopefully, tie it all together. So we're right onto the F. So what if we break it up into something like that, which is a very spread out chord? So let's have a certain progression. Let's have... What if we go from F sharp minor to the A to that's the trident, but I do like that, the diminished. So let's try that. We'll go F sharp minor to the A again, to the diminished, walking us down to the D, which is a kind of resolution. So I think that could work. I'm not sure how it's going to sound all together. Oops. So we'll just give it a go and we'll see. We're going to start once again. So A, F sharp, C. Yeah, I got to let go of the F there. Maybe with the F in the middle there, right? Yeah, I think that could work. What do you think? Should we? We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go and we'll see how it is, okay? We're going to come in from a little bit further. Okay, why is that not recording? Why is it not recording? Honestly, why is it not recording? Okay, never mind. Do that again. Let's see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I wanted to hold that for a little bit longer because I felt like it was a little bit short. But then this is quite quick. I don't know if I like that transition. Hang on, because this is always... Yeah. So maybe we won't hold that D for 2, but for now, I actually like that transition. And what we're doing here, which is another one of those sort of simple things that we can do, we're going down from the sort of F sharp. F, right, almost chromatic. So instead of going down, because we're going down, with the bass, the cello, we can actually go up. So that's the idea that I have in my head. We're now going to try and climb up while we're going up. But I don't know what notes we're going to do. I don't know what's going to fit. We're going to do this more by ear. So we're starting on the F sharp minor. So what if we do climb down? See? So we want to... What if it's that? That could actually work, I think. So F, just a chromatic climb up, and what have we got here? We've got like F sharp minor to A, so that's an A7 to the diminished. That's a little bit clashing, but we might be able to get away with it if we resolve it to the D, because we're not staying there for very long. So let's see if we can do that, and let's see if we actually know what we're playing. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we're going to go... Actually, yeah. I want to end with that D as well, because that's a nice... So, let's see. Okay, I think that can actually work. Now, I might actually double this on the double bass as well. Whoops. Why are we on there? That's what it is. Too low. I'm wondering if we should double both of them. I kind of like the sound of that. What octave is this? It's the same octave. So you got to be careful with the bass notes. You can overdo it very easily. But I think with the sound and the richness, we might bump this up an octave, the cello, so that we don't cross too much. But what do you think? I actually like that. Okay, we'll see how it sounds. Again, we don't want to overdo it, so we'll just give it a go, and we'll see if it works. So I like that resolution. Oops, not yet. That was my mistake. I think that is not bad. Let me just take off this because I came in a bit early there. Okay, should we give it a sound? Should we give it a listen and see what it sounds like so far? Sorry, that's my mic. Okay, I really like this. I really like the way it sounds. I don't like the transition. I think it just comes in by itself. So I'd like to now add a little melody that will kind of tie them both together, you know? Because right now the two parts seem very disjointed. They're just sort of put there together, slapped together. And although they fit harmonically, there's nothing to tie the transition. I think if we have some kind of melody over the top, that can tie it all together very nicely. And that is way off not only beat, but things. I don't think we need this now at all. I think instead we can actually just have a melody on the piano. Which will start in this middle area, not even at the start, but in the midway of these chord progressions on the G. And then that will be able to tie it into the next part. That's the idea. That's what I hope will happen. We'll see. Maybe we'll need the piano. Maybe we'll use a different instrument. I'm going to play around with it a little bit now, just to have some idea of what we're doing here, what we're looking at here. Okay, we're going to have to work with that because that that triton, I always call it that. It's leading in, so we're going to need something to tie that in nicely together. Otherwise, very easily, it can sound a bit off. And who knows? Maybe we will take it out, but I think it has potential. Let's try. And what we did last time, which sort of I like to do, is to play it a couple of times, you know, on loop, and see how it goes. So let's take it from the where have we got here, the E, right? Yeah. By the way, if you do work with Ardour, it took me a while to to find this, and as you saw last time, I believe it didn't actually work either. So we're going to play this range, and we're just going to try and hang on, because as you can hear, we want these MIDI notes to come in. If they don't come in, I'm going to get the loop range to here. Okay, will that work? And now we've got to play the piano. Hang on, the piano is very quiet. Can I be honest with you? Okay, so the idea was that I always only use the Spitfire's BBC plugin, okay? But I don't like that piano. What can I tell you? It's not that it's not good. It's a very specific piano. It's very soft, etc., etc. And I'm not feeling it right now. So let's try this. Whoa. So this is a much more sort of electronic sound. Wow. Much more electronic sounding, but it does have a bit of a richer sound, don't you think? It's not as nice as good of a sound. But I think it cuts through better, and I think we can use this for this part, okay? So let's try it and see how we go. You know what? We're just going to stick on this to this now. Oops, what am I doing? Yep. Wait, why is this loop over here? What are we doing? We're just going to stay on this part now because this is the part that we need to focus on. I like starting on that C sharp or D flat, whatever it is. Okay, so that's going to be the hard note for us to do. Let's see if we can play with it and find something. Not quite. Okay, let's bring this down because we don't actually need that much. Let's see how we can work with it. It's not bad. I like that. Maybe we should just play the notes. Hang on, let me give a... Almost? I think we're getting close. Almost. Alright, I missed it there. Okay, that is, I think, plausible. What if we oh gosh, sorry. What if we came here and we use something a little bit ethereal, like the Celeste? Which always sort of adds a little bit of that, doesn't it? Would that sound better? Let's move the loop to here, because that was annoying me. You know what? That, I think, could work. What do you think? Oh my gosh. Let's turn it up. I want to make it louder. Okay, I'm going to do something which I don't normally do on stream, but I just have to. And this is also not a very good way of doing it. I think that can work. So that's the second part. Let's see how that sounds. Actually, let's record that, okay? Just to get that down. Okay. Okay. I think that works. Now, let's add some of that melody from the middle, okay? So from here, we won't record yet. We're coming into the G. We can just do a simple one. Oh, I didn't like that. Okay, you know what? Let's... I hope this isn't too annoying, but let's try a little bit of the same, this time just to get this part down. I want it to be... to have the G part... Oh, actually, wait, why is this over gosh. Did you... Okay, wait. Did you notice what I did there? The huge mistake, which I didn't even notice because I didn't even look at the plugins. I tried to amplify it, okay? And the amplifier was coming before the actual sound. Good grief. And now it's actually working. Let's see how this sounds. Okay, that's actually enough, right? These are all very loud, but it's okay. For now, let's now try and play it. You know what, this is a little bit too much. What if we come in with a different instrument first and then we actually change to the Celeste? Because we're getting a lot of sounds here and I don't want to overdo it. What if we do try? What if we try it with a piano? Something simple. Let's just try that, yeah? We'll just try that and we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I don't know if that's good. It's quite messy. I really would like to listen to it from the top. So should we give it a quick listen without the metronome for me and see how we're going? I like the Celeste. This is coming in much too strong. There's a lot too much. We're supposed to be easing into it. So we will try it with the Celeste. And we're going to try, you know, the tube, right? The announcement in the supermarket. We'll try it a little bit less. It's so easy to overdo it, right? I don't know. That's a problem that I always have. Let's something very light. And we're coming in too quick here. Right? Yeah, it's a little bit too... Is that just me? You know what? I think that's good enough. Let's save, just in case everything crashes. I think that's good enough. So I think we can sort of lead this on to a new part now. I mean, look, we could obviously add a little bit more to this as well. But again, we don't want to overdo it. I think coming in with a Celeste was the good choice here. And I think here we have that second beat with the D. We can keep that. Maybe we should have a little key scale here. That sounds so generic, but coming from this context, I think it could work. We have the D here. Wait a minute. So let's see if we can add that afterwards. If we finish here with the D. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like it. I think so. I think so. So let's do a... Good thing we didn't play that. Start with a C, move on to the G, yeah, and then I want to change to the chord. I don't want to end on the D. Why not? That actually sounds good. I like this. I mean, it's again, all of these progressions are very, very simple, right? We're not doing anything crazy, but I think it can work. So, okay, here's something. I don't know if you know. I discovered this only recently. Right now, I don't want to start recording too early because it'll record over there. It's not a problem, right? We can record anywhere we want. But I would like it to start recording just over here. So what we can do is we can come and have a little punch in. It's not punch. There we go. And why is it? Yeah, there we go. And we even stop recording. No, we won't stop because you never know. Maybe you'll want to carry on. Okay, so now it's only going to start recording from this point, okay? Because we're recording on the same track because it's the second violins. I don't want to record over it. It's not a problem, to be honest. You don't have to do this at all, but I thought it's a nice feature that we can show you in case you ever need it or you do want to use it. So, what were we saying? C. Yeah. Going down to G. And then to D, to D. Maybe we'll leave that G, because we're going to come back to the C again. We'll do it twice. I think twice might be nice. Okay, so let's give it a go, see how it sounds. 1, 2, 3. Now, that didn't actually play. I didn't actually press it. But the important thing was that I let go of the G on the second time. So, I think that actually sounds really pleasant, you know? I mean, it's not going to, again, we're not here to do anything crazy, but I think that could be nice. Okay, wonderful. So, let's now give some bass to that, because the violins always sound very empty without it. Where is my bass? There. That's the cello, I mean, but, you know, some bass sounds. And I think, again, we've just had a very weird transition. So we can, again, keep it very simple. Okay, so we have, like... That's the lowest, yeah. So, do we just want to go C, G, D? We could. But I think doing it twice might be a little bit boring. Okay, that's actually pretty good, I think. So what I'm going to do, instead of just going twice, C down to D, C, G, D, I'm going to go up from C, from C up to G, down to D, up to C, down to G, up to D. So it's this like kind of, you know, climbing up kind of staircase, just to make it a little bit more interesting. And I hope that's going to sound good. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with a punch in. Let's see how it sounds. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I think that sounds fine. I think that is definitely good enough. You know what I would like to do really right now? Instead of just adding the bass, we could just add the bass. I want to give another line of cello, which I don't normally do. What is this? Oh, wow, that's their Tremolo. That's a good question. I think it's too much. We're going to try it with the long, because I'm afraid that the long might be too much as well. But we're going to try it. We're going to bring it up to... Where is my cello? There it is. We're going to bring it up to the cello. And we're just going to have a look and see how it sounds, okay? So, again, with the cello, we're going C. So we're going to do the opposite thing, sort of. We're going to be climbing down with a second. We're starting with C, but we don't have to carry on with the same notes. Let's actually start with... Should we go back to that same third that we had in the beginning? That might be nice, actually. Okay. So I'm playing what I've got on the bass to sort of hear the harmonies as we're going. And I think that sounds good. And then it goes down to D, so we're going to stay on that D. I like that, you know what? Very simple. Very simple is sometimes very good. So we're going to go E, D for the G, and then stay on D for the D. And then we're going to go up to G for the C, stay on the G for the G, and go down to the F sharp for the D. And I think that sounds very nice. I think that could work. So again, let's go over here. Yeah, we're going to count the 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, ready? 3, 4. And we're not actually recording, so let's record it instead. Try that again. And I'd actually like to... We could even like do it again, the same... Oh my gosh. The same chord progression. Going up 1 octave higher. For today, we're going to add a few more lines. We'll add the bass. Maybe we'll add that rhythmic violin again. Okay. Maybe? I can't play that, but it might sound good. You see, I'd like to maybe double it and do the second time, but because I don't want to do too much in one go. But I think that could work still. Should we try it and see? We'll have a look. Okay, let's try. Oops, a 4. That C was wrong, but let's try it again. I think that sounds pretty good. Now, how was this? That's much louder, and yet oh, you know why? Okay, you can hear how much louder this part is than this part. The reason is that the notes here, I'm very delicately playing, naturally, because it's staccato and I want to just lightly touch them. So what I'm going to do, oh my goodness me, I'm not going to delete them all. I'm going to select all of my notes, and I'm going to right-click one of them to transform. I'm going to transform the velocity, which if you don't know is sort of the volume. Again, this isn't the best way to do it, but for now. And I'm going to transform it to exactly, I don't know, let's say 80. I'm actually guessing here. to see how it sounds. Okay. No, that was a mistake, because I came in too early, because I gave myself a long time. Okay, let's try it. Because the cellos are quite heavy. Maybe I should turn the cellos down a little bit. No, they don't seem that loud. Okay, I'm going to actually take this up even more. Oh my gosh, even more. If you're working with a piece, it's really good to open it up. Oh my gosh. Why can't I? Okay, all of them? No. Oh, okay. Transform to exactly. Let's try 100, because it is staccato. Let's get rid of that note. Yeah, right? I think so. Okay. I don't know about you. I really like that. I think that sounds not too bad, as they say. So we've got a lot going on here. We're not going to add too much. I think we will add a little bit of bass just to give it a bit more balance. Again, we're going to keep it very simple. So if we have the C with the cello and we have the E for that, why don't we add the G to this one? And we can stay on the E until we get to the D. And then on the D, what do we play on the D? So let me just hear the cellos very quickly together. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do solo. So let's play it together. That's too much. Okay. Maybe the cello, maybe the bass will be too much. Maybe it's just an octave too high, too low. I actually like this second line. So what I might do, which is something you can do for like to spare time, is I'm gonna put. I'm just gonna copy the second cello line, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, good grief, all of the notes again. Let me just do this very quickly. Okay, all of the notes again, and this time I'm going to transpose it to just an octave lower. Okay? And then it's just going to double it, so it won't be too many notes, you know, competing. Now again, obviously, if you were going to do this properly, you would want to equalize everything and make sure it's all, you know, not bleeding over, but it should sound okay. Okay, I think that sounds pretty good. I'll tell you what, let's give another listen to the whole thing very quickly. By the way, if there's anything that you want to know about how I'm doing it in Ardour, any of the keys or shortcuts, I don't want to go into everything that I'm doing. I don't want this to be just a tutorial. But if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. like to add? Okay, look, again, this isn't amazing. It's not the best, but I'm happy. I'm pleased with it. I think it sounds pretty good. What I'd like to do is add some more melody. So maybe carry on with the Celeste over to this part. Maybe add like a little counter melody on top, maybe with some woodwinds, which we haven't used yet. That would be some ideas. I think for now, we'll stop there. If you have any requests or any questions or anything you would like to know, then obviously, just let me know, and I'll be able to address it in the next video, in the next live stream. Again, I'm going to go live every Thursday at the same time. So if you're enjoying it, you'll know when to come. And I would also like to show off Ardour's composing to video, because Ardour has amazing software for composing to video, syncing the video timeline to the music. So let me know if that's something you're interested in as well. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I will see you all next week.